What's happening, guys? This is Rashawn, aka Mr. Cheese with the Grits, and you're watching Gaming for Grits, my friends. What's up? What's going on? This is another Kingdom Hearts video, a countdown series for the 2.8 Kingdom Hearts that's coming out within a couple of weeks. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Can't wait. Cannot wait. So I'm pretty much gonna do, this is another one, this is another countdown video, another exciting one. We're basically gonna go through, I'm gonna tell you guys what is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, what is my #1 Kingdom Hearts game, and which Kingdom Hearts game do I like the least. Granted, I do not hate any of them, okay? I do not hate any of them. I like them all, I love them all, but there's only one that's the best, that I feel like is the best, and there's only one that I feel like I just, it's a little, I like the least. The one I play over, I'll go back and play, you know, the least amount of times, pretty much. So I'm not gonna waste any time here. So we're gonna start with the game that I like the least. My friends, as you can see, I hate to say this, the game that I like the least, the very least, has got to be Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. A lot of people would disagree. I know I've talked to several people and they hated Birth by Sleep, and then they hated Dream Drop Distance, or they hated Kingdom Hearts 1, the very first one, because it was just, you know, they said it was so repetitive, as, you know, you just go through the worlds and just fight Heartless, and then, you know, you restore it, you restore the world, or whatever. A lot of people said that was boring, that was, you know, annoying. Me, I loved all of them, but except this one. I love this one, but let me rephrase that. I love this one, but I love this one the least amount. The thing that drew me away from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, the only thing was the gameplay. The gameplay is what drew me away. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I liked, a couple things that I didn't like about Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and, you know, and pretty much why I hated it. Not hated. Pretty much why I liked it the least amount. So the story for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was awesome. It's basically, it picks up right at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, where Kairi, you know, gets lost, and, you know, Sora and Kairi separate, and, you know, of course they separate from Riku, and Sora, King Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and Riku, they close the door to Kingdom Hearts pretty much. You know, after they defeat Ansem, the Heartless, you know, the King of the Heartless, whatever you want to call him. So after they defeat him, pretty much where Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories picks up. So at the beginning, pretty much, basically, Donald and Goofy and Sora, they're on this journey trying to find Riku. They're trying to find the King. They're trying to find Kairi, and they just follow this path and basically try to just figure out where the next place to go for their little adventure. What's interesting is, you know, they stumble upon this, well, pretty much they stumble upon this Castle Oblivion, and that's where the entire game takes place, inside this huge castle. And apparently this castle is like it's basically a big building that, you know, erases your memories. It takes your memories away the higher you climb, pretty much. The big thing that came into light with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was, you know, along with this castle, was Organization 13 is being introduced. If you look at Kingdom Hearts 1, Organization 13, you don't really know too much about them. They're not mentioned. All you know is Heartless. That's all you know in Kingdom Hearts 1, pretty much. But in Chain of Memories, you get to see the bigger picture of, you know, the grand scheme of things, of what's happening. You know, you meet Naminé, as you see here, you meet Naminé, who basically is the one who wipes Sora's memories from while he's in the castle, pretty much. So she plays a big part. Naminé plays a big part in this whole entire game.
And little by little I replaced them with false memories.
Hey, what about Sora's promise?
Made up. it was fake. Sora never really promised me anything. Me being with him on the islands, that was a lie, just like everything else.
So here's the thing I didn't like. This is some of the gameplay. This is Riku's gameplay. So I just the cards. This is what drew me away from Kingdom Hearts. The cards. I could not stand using cards, using the card, you know, method for a battle scheme. I like the RPG method. I mean, with, you know, just using your compadres with you and just, you know, fighting. They should have just did that. Like with this, they could have just had Riku and Sora fighting, or not Riku and Sora, Riku and King Mickey fighting together. As you saw, you know, Riku has special abilities. He can go into whatchamacallit mode, dark mode, but that's it. With Riku's story, he basically, like I said, he battles the darkness pretty much within his entire story. He battles the darkness, and he pretty much him and King Mickey. He grows a relationship. He grows a relationship with King Mickey, and they pretty much, you know, have a closer bond and get a closer friendship together. And basically, Mickey helps King Riku understand that he doesn't have to fall into the darkness.
Of course! I'll be right there to save you.
Huh? Sora's story, like I said, he's basically going through this castle. It's a big illusion, traveling through, you know, they travel through, you know, their worlds with these cards. Like I said, the cards thing again. They travel through worlds with the cards, and then they pretty much, you know, see people and meet people that they've already seen in Kingdom Hearts 1. You're basically, in a way, you're kind of replaying Kingdom Hearts 1, kind of. In a way, in a sense, you kind of are, but you're kind of not in the same sense. You know, like I said, Sora travels through these different worlds. He sees people he's already met, but they don't remember him. So here we go, using the cards. So basically, when you use the cards when you're traveling the worlds, or you're traveling, you know, throughout the entire Castle Oblivion, you have to use cards to open doors. You know, the cards have special tricks, as you saw. The one I just used had the trick of turning all the enemies, you know, you open the door, all the enemies were asleep, you know, and knocked out. But as you see, I hated using the cards to fight battles, because I felt like if you approached a weak Heartless, and let's say you had, you know, you had attack cards with Keyblades that are, you know, 2s and 3s and 4s, they can easily get broken by these small Heartless. That bothered me. You know, that killed me. But even though you didn't have Donald and Goofy with you, you had these, you know, these little cards. I can't think of the names of them. The team cards where, you know, they'll pop in every now and then when you do a card break. They'll pop in, and you could use Donald and Goofy cards to, you know, summon them and help you in battle. Just like as you see, I just summoned Cloud to help me out in battle, so you could easily do the same thing. The leveling up method, it was a little bland. I didn't really care for it too much. You know, simple, the card power boost and the HP boost, and then you learn new slights. You know, with the cards, you know, when you defeated Heartless, some Heartless, you get to use their enemy cards, and you just use them in battle. But when you beat bosses, whenever you beat an organization member, you get their battle card and you get to use it in battle, which is, you know, it's kind of cool. Because some of them have special abilities, like it'll automatically reload your cards, or it'll up all your attack power of your cards to like 9 or 10, and or not 9 or 10, 9 or 0, and you know, they can't be broken, you know, things like that. Very bland. So, now that you've heard the game that I like the least, now that you heard that, I'm sorry if you guys didn't feel the same way. I just couldn't get with Chain of Memories, man. I just really couldn't get into it. So now that you guys heard that, let's go ahead and get into my game that I like the most of the Kingdom Hearts series. Alright, so as you can see, as you can see, if you can't tell by now based off the visuals, the cutscenes that you're seeing here, the game that I liked the most was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep was my favorite game of Kingdom Hearts. It interests me so much because you got to find out and discover the story before Kingdom Hearts 1, before all of that. You got to discover the story of where the Keyblades came about and what happened with this Keyblade War and the Organization 13. Where did they come about? You got to, you know, figure out about where did the Castle Oblivion come about. You got to discover where did Riku come from? Where did Sora come from? How did Roxas come about? You got to discover all that. It was a beautiful backstory game. A beautiful backstory game. Amazing. With all three, even though they're you know, you get to play as 3 different characters, all of their stories they join into each other. As you see, that's like my Kingdom Hearts city, right? Anyway, as you said, their stories, they start off separate, and they start off separate, but they all come to the end, the same end goal, the same end conclusion of each other. That makes any sense. So in the beginning, pretty much with their story, as you can see, Terra and Aqua are battling it out to see, you know, who's going to be the next Keyblade Master. Ventus is still young in his journey of becoming a Keyblade Master, so he's not really in this battle. You saw that darkness, right? Terra is very similar to Riku. Terra has with Terra's story, he battles the darkness. He battles fighting the darkness because he has it in his heart. The gentleman that you see here with Master Eraqus is Master Xehanort. They're both Keyblade Masters. Master Xehanort, though, is very sketchy. He's a very sketchy person. I know that name sounds familiar, right? Xehanort, right?
You are entitled to certain knowledge. Please wait here for further instruction.
So as you see, yeah, he's questioning himself about the darkness. Where did it come from? How did it come about? How did it get in his heart?
The darkness.
And because Terra allowed the darkness to get the best of him, Aqua became the Keyblade Master. Carrying on with Aqua's story. So with Aqua's story, it's very important. She is the key to all of this. Aqua's story is super important. This part right here in her story is very, very pivotal. It's very important. It's a milestone in the video game because, or within the story itself, because she meets a young girl. The young girl, her name is Kairi. And everybody's like, I know you guys are probably like, oh snap, that's Kairi, that's little Kairi. Yes, that is Kairi before she met Sora, before she met Riku. That's little Kairi right there.
Right. If you ask me, she must be somebody pretty extraordinary.
And of course, you know, King Mickey comes to save the day.
Yes, I'm quite certain she's someone we're supposed to protect.
Let's join forces. Oh no, not
Look
now.
at Kairi. Kairi just seems so
I'll
innocent.
be okay. See you real soon.
Keep all this.
Here.
Are these for me?
I picked you some flowers. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, they're lovely. You're so sweet.
My name's Kairi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Aqua. Kairi, about that light.
Kyrie.
Oh, Grandma.
Wait, Kairi, just a minute. I just cast a magic spell on you.
And this is the moment where Aqua and this was when Aqua and Kairi have their special moment together. This is when they basically she casts a spell on Kairi and gives her that protection. So I just love this story. The story is amazing to me. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I just cannot love it. You know, like I can't not love it. If that makes any sense. Is that double negative? It's double negative, right? Double negative, double negative. There you go. They cancel out, right? So this story is just phenomenal. I loved it. I love the entire story.
I am sorry, but there was no sign of terror.
I see. Ventus.
The boy's heart is sleeping.
When will he wake?
I could not say. It is almost as though his heart has...
This is when Aqua makes her promise that she'll keep him safe. She'll keep Vin safe.
Then he may sleep like
Ventus, excuse me.
eternity.
So Ventus, at the end of Ventus' story, you know, through Ventus' story, he battles with, he battles with Vanitas not the entire story, for the majority of the story, because he wants to fuse the darkness with Vanitas and fuse it with the light inside of Ventus to form the Keyblade. And that's spelled with the X. Spelled with the X. It's like an X symbol. Yeah, it's like like an X symbol, like DMX, like the X symbol. So the light in Ventus and the darkness in Vanitas, once they clash together, they form the Keyblade. So we jump into Terra's story. So the reason why I enjoy Terra's story is mostly because of the shocking ending. I mean, I knew that, throughout the story, he's battling the darkness. That really didn't really intrigue me that much. But what intrigued me the most was that the ending of the story. As you see, he forms, after he defeats Xehanort in battle, Xehanort sacrifices himself. He says that it's time for he says that this old vessel is it's done for. Now it's time to be a part of a new, younger, stronger vessel. So he basically uses his Keyblade to cast out his heart and fuses it with Terra's. So it's kind of like, a fusion thing, like a Dragon Ball Z fusion. It's pretty much what happens with Xehanort's heart and Terra's. And now Terra has gray hair. And that's what shocked me. That's when I was like, when I first saw that, my mouth was wide open. I was shocked. I was shocked, guys. Because it reminded me of what happened with Kingdom Hearts 2, where Ansem the Wise had a little young apprentice with him. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Maybe not. Y'all just beat Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2. Anyway, like I said, continue on with Terra's story. So the reason why I love it, another reason why I love it, he basically, like I said, he becomes Xehanort. They fuse, like the Dragon Ball Z thing. Terra's heart, his soul, stayed with the body of his armor. So, at the end, if you beat Birth by Sleep, you unlock several hidden scenes, several crazy scenes, several exciting scenes that just give you more info on the story. This is one of them that I unlocked right here. This is when Sora and Riku, have this conversation while this is when Ventus is sleeping. Ventus is asleep right now. At the end of Ventus' story, his heart goes to sleep. After you defeat Vanitas, his heart goes to sleep. So his heart is sleeping. However, Sora is joined with Ventus' heart. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sora is joined with Ventus' heart. So he can speak to Ventus. He can talk to his heart. as you can see. I'm gonna let you guys just look. Let's listen to this part. Just listen. What castle does that look like? What castle does that look like?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, it was crazy, right? He said, "Hey, can you hear me?" So I didn't want to give it all away. So here's another hidden scene. And this is important right here. If you look this right here, what does this look like? If you've seen the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2.8, what does this look like? Doesn't this look familiar? Doesn't this place look familiar? It sure does. This is where Kingdom Hearts 2.8 picks up, right while Aqua's walking through the darkness, trying to find a way out, trying to find her way back to Ven, trying to find her way back to Terra. So, here is some of the gameplay. Here's the gameplay that I like. I love the gameplay because you get to use, you're not using cards. You're using actual battle moves. The moves have names. You can level them up. You can fuse different moves. You can fuse like your fire and ice abilities. You can fuse them and create some huge attack, and it's amazing. As you see, I'm kicking butt right now, right? You also have finishing moves. You have finishing moves that you can use that can knock out all your enemies. They could damn near save you when you're losing a big boss fight. You can just pop one of your special attacks or one of your finishing attacks, and it saves you. It saves you, and you have different modes as well. So here are some of the battle commands. See, these are some of the battle commands that I have, and you can stack them up. That's what's beautiful. You just don't get one battle command. You don't just get one battle command, and then like if you fuse it with another, you'll never get it ever again in the game. No. If you want to get that battle command again, you just gotta probably remember what you fused it with before. Well, actually, it'll save it. It'll save it what you fused it with before, and you just fuse it with the same other battle command, like you see here. You fuse them, you meld them. Now it's called meld. I say fuse, but whatever, same thing. So you meld them together, and you with an item, and it's they're crystals. So basically, you meld the battle commands with crystals and with abilities, and you get a brand new hard-hitting battle command with an ability on it. It could have like second chance on it or something like that. And here are some of the finishing commands. The finishing commands, you level them up. The higher you go, the more you level them up, the stronger they get. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and there's so many. It's not like they're just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You can as you keep going up the ladder, you level them up. They get stronger. The commands get stronger. And here are the abilities. The abilities, there's so many. There's like 50 abilities. I can't count. And also, unlike the regular Kingdom Hearts, you have summons. But this, they have you use D-Links. And basically you have, when you basically, unlike summons, you have the abilities and the attacks of their other characters within the game. It's awesome. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's awesome. So, my friends, that is why I love Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I love the battle scheme. The story is amazing. It's beautiful. You get to find out the backstory of what happened before Kingdom Hearts 1. How did that come about? Where did Organization 13 come from? Who are they? Where did Castle Oblivion come from? You find out about all of that. You see Kairi for the first time, and you see how she got her heart, how she got her light. You see Sora for the first time. You see Riku for the first time, and how they interact with Ventus, and how Ventus became Roxas. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. It's my favorite game. I love the battle scheme. I could go back and play Birth by Sleep hundreds and hundreds of times over again, just to experience the story, just to experience the characters, just to experience, the battle commands, and try to level them up even more, or try to meld and create more battle commands. It's amazing. I love it. So that's my favorite. So now you guys got it. You guys got my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, which is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and you got the one that I like the least. That doesn't mean I don't love it, but I just like it the least, which is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, my friends. There you go. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I know you guys done listening to me talk. I'm out of here. This is Mr. Cheese with the Grits. You're watching Gaming for Grits. I'm out of here. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. What is your favorite Kingdom Hearts game? Which Kingdom Hearts game do you like the least? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll talk to you guys later. This is Mr. Cheese with the Grits. I'm out of here, my friends. Peace!